Hi there, it's Simone. Today is July 16th and I want to share my mid-month planner flip. This is the very first time that I'm actually flipping through this planner on YouTube with stuff inside. This is the Hobonichi Cousin A5, the half-year book from July to December. I just switched to this from a Hobonichi A6 and I am in love. I decorated the cover with stickers and decals that I made myself, and I am keeping this in the clear cover that you can purchase, for instance, from Amazon for the MD notebook. It fits on here. I have had mine for over a year and used it on the MD notebook, and that's why I just used some clear tape to stabilize the corners that have been ripped. I didn't want to buy a new one because I didn't know if I wanted to keep it in here. I also have a Hobonichi cover, but it felt so bulky, and for now I really like it. I really like that I see the stickers that I put on the cover, so who knows how this is going to continue. This is a pocket from Foxy Fix, and when I was using a pocket rings planner, I just added this clear acetate to the back so I would be able to clip this pocket to different pocket planners, and now I just added some tape to the back of all of this and stuck it in here, so I am actually able to remove this again if I wanted to move it somewhere else. In this little pocket I keep my favorite tool for my planner, which is this stencil. This is actually a stencil that I cut apart from a bigger stencil from Coco Daisy, and I love using the squares, the check boxes. There's something that it makes me so happy when my check boxes look the same. So that's what I'm using the pocket for, and I'm keeping this die cut from the Coffee Monsters in here, as well as this one. This is also from the Coffee Monsters Co. with a list for my daily review, which I actually have to admit I'm not really using this. I haven't used it ever since I put it in this planner, to be honest. I'm often sitting at my planner, since I'm using it as a planner and a journal. I'm sitting at the planner there all afternoon because I have so much time and I want to spend the time in here right now. It's new, and so when I put this away at night, I'm not using this again. So either I did the tasks that I wanted to do or not. I slipped this envelope. This is where my Happy Mail from Sissy Art Cafe came from, in here with photos that I want to send to my aunt. And I haven't written the letter yet. It's like a painful reminder every day that I need to do and sit down and write the letter. This is a card that is from London Gifties. I am thinking of using this maybe if I have space on my daily pages, but I haven't so far. And I usually just keep it in the back. I just used it yesterday when I added something to the front. So because this is quite uneven here, right here, the edge, and so it was hard to write, so I added this in here so I had it would be more easy to write on. These are sticky note tabs that I use at the end of the week when I do my weekly review, and I stick them on unfinished tasks. And I have this writing board in the back as well. I don't really put it on the pages because I don't really need the writing board at the moment. Maybe later on I will. And then this was in my other planner as well, this photo, and I wanted to find a way to put it here. And I really liked the colors of the photo with the card, so I just used the card as a background and stuck it in here. In the front, I added this. I had this in several planners as well. It's from Love Cynthia. It's a free printable from her Facebook group. I printed it on photo paper as a photo and ordered it from Costco, I think. And I really like how these kinds of things turn out when you use them when they're small enough, and ordering them as photos really works well. And I just wrote my name and my phone number. This is, let me just, the yearly overview that I'm not really using for anything. This I am using as an index right here. If I have anything on the daily pages that I want to refer to later, I put them in here. I'm using the top here as a YouTube and Instagram tracker, and then the bottom part right here is for ideas for the month. So I'm considering doing Vlogtober, so maybe I want to think about this in September. And then things that need to be changed, like the water filter, I need to clean the coffee maker, I need to exchange air filters, I need to make sure that I clean the vacuum monthly, and so I'm gonna add the date and then move it over here. So these are these kinds of things that reoccur, maybe not weekly, but monthly, every other month, quarterly, and so in order not to forget to put them on my monthly to-do list, this is where they go. I had this in my other planner as well. It was in the front. Some people use this to pre-plan their year. I don't really do that, but I found it very helpful to have something like that to remind me when did I last change the water filter and stuff like that. So that is what I'm using this for. And then the monthly spreads look not very colorful, to be honest, not yet. I don't know if this is going to change or not. I am adding my work schedule with green. The pencil is my meal plan, and everything in black are appointments. And then here, birthdays were written in blue. I wrote them in red right here. I added one sticker. There's a bit of embellishment. I was thinking of adding my next actions list here, but I decided that it was too tiny, and so I stopped after I added these two and put it somewhere else. This is a removable tab, and that I'm just gonna move. It says month, not like July, because I don't really need tabs for each of the months, just the current month. I haven't decorated August yet. So these are all the monthlies in the front, and then the weekly overviews start. There's a weekly to-do list that I'm filling up right here. I'm adding my meal plan again, so I can see it on the weekly view. Down here, decoration right here and here. I added some more food that I might want to make throughout the week, like cinnamon pull-apart bread and hash browns casserole for breakfast maybe. I'm not really sure how I'm going to use this. I'm going to decorate it a lot or not. I have been using watercolors to add my work schedule, stickers for appointments, and then things that I want to do at a special date. In the beginning, well, those days there were no daily pages for these two, but ever since I have daily pages, I haven't really written down my daily tasks right here, besides those that I am planning out ahead. So which week are we on right now? I think we're on this week. So I'm writing down tasks that I know on Monday that I want to do on Friday, but I'm not planning out my days in here. when I used the Jibun Techo, I would do this, but now I have daily pages, so I don't really need to do this. But this still is a good starting point to plan out my week, to see which tasks have a specific date to it, or which tasks would be ideally done on what day. And then I'm planning and writing detailed to-do lists in my daily pages. So yeah, so this is how it evolved. There was more decoration here. And then I put down the ideas for Instagram posts right here. However, I don't really want to or plan out the content by day. I just write down ideas, I take photos according to my ideas, and then I don't really have a set schedule. So this is actually like too over planned for me. And that's why this week I just have the ideas that I want to post here. Another, this is a kit from Grin and Bear It. I really love the Where the Wild Things Are. I just love it. As you can see, it's not very filled out, but I'm totally okay with that. This is this week. And as you can see, I'm really not, there's ideas that I think I want to do. I put, these are reoccurring things. So I put the stickers down here. I already added an Instagram sticker, but I haven't filled in my work schedule because sometimes it changes and I don't really want to mess it up. And that's why I'm sitting down on Sunday and working out the next week. However, I'm using sticky notes to put down things that I might be doing during those weeks. And then there were 2 pages here. This was a talk that I did with conversation that I had with my husband. It says, where are we in 10 years, or what are we doing? This is not something I would like to share. So I just wanted to share that after the weekly pages, there's 2 pages that say turning the page. And so I decided to use that page for this, and then my July next actions list, because I really wanted to journal on the 1st of July. I might have my August next actions list sometime in the end of July or in the beginning of August. So this will be on a daily page, I think. So these are the next actions that I actually need to get to work on more. This is what I did when my Jibun Techo was really working well for me. I sat down in the beginning of the month and made a list with all the really little teeny tiny steps that I wanted to get done during that month. And then when I created my weekly to-do lists, I referred back to this page and really worked with it. So there's still opportunities there for me for sure. Then on this, there's a monthly overview page every month right here. Wow, I need to, right here. And yes, this would be ideal for a next actions list for the month. However, I really don't have a place for my YouTube planner, and it does need a full page because I have this monthly overview as well as a workflow down below, just like this. And yeah, I don't want to mix it in with my monthly overview in the front because this changes throughout the month, and it just is easier to work in it like that. And I also really appreciate having this above the workflow so I can see what videos I still need to work on and how far I have progressed in this. This is all the different steps that I have to go through to actually be able to publish a video. And these are the video ideas, and I moved them over here because I needed to see this. And then I have my daily pages, and this is what they look like when they are kind of done. This one has a list that is still ongoing. I put ideas that I have throughout the month that I might want to do some other time, or that is not something that needs to be done next week, onto this July ideas list. And then at the end of the month, if I haven't gotten to this yet, I will review on how I will be able to do this if it's something I really want to do. I usually put my to-do list up here, and then there is a kind of a schedule daily log on this timed place over here, and then I add a daily doodle, watercolor lettering, ephemera, whatever to this page. I am doing a use it up challenge. I really want to use the things that I have. I have purchased so many things, kits like this one. This is from Grin and Bear It, and I have really made some dents in this kit already, but Hobonichi Weeks kits that I have somewhere, and I decided to, when I started this, decided to put these into my monthly folder. I have a video on my Use It Up challenge, and I will link it in the cards up here. I put this into a folder that is divided by months, and so next month in August I'm gonna grab all the things that are in there, and then I will reevaluate what I'm going to do with this and use the stickers that I have for already picked for August and see how much I can use. And then at the end again, I will evaluate, is this a sticker that I really like to and want to use? Do I want to keep it, or am I going to give it away? Or actually, if it's just something that is not, like on those sticker sheets, there's sometimes these hole reinforcers and arrows. These I will actually just trash. But yeah, that is what is going to happen with my Use It Up challenge. And so I am trying to use the things that I have on these pages. So in the beginning of the day, my page usually looks something like this. I have already prepared this ahead. This is my work schedule. I added some watercolor, and then I found this sticker. I thought, well, this is cool, works for a Saturday that I don't really have to work a lot. So I have lots of time left, and that's why I put it right there. And so this is working well. I put my to-do list up here. There's still enough room. It's not as busy as this. Somebody telling me I wouldn't be able to know what I have to do. I totally agree, but this is what it looks like when I'm working on my to-do list and when I'm starting the day. So each day looks different. I have a tracker for the daily doodles that I'm doing on this page. And I'm using the book How to Draw Almost Every Day. It's kind of like a calendar, and I just follow. If it's July 2nd, I'm drawing what is on July 2nd. I'm tipping in postcards that I received. This is my July spending tracker and my tips. There is a list for a video where I wrote down what I wanted to put in the description box. Yeah, sometimes there's more stickers, sometimes there's less. Lots of watercolor here. There's some Instagram ideas that I'm trying to see if this is something that I want to take pictures so that I'm not always sharing the same things. This is what was on an envelope that I received. I wrote down a list of indigenous documentaries that was recommended by Jamie. She is one of the people from the Planner Girl Chatter, and I will link her Instagram in the description box below. I have printed this long time ago, and I really liked it. There was still space, so I put it there. This was an Instagram post that I copied down because I really liked it. If you don't follow Nedra Tawab, highly recommend. This is a free printable from CC Art Cafe. There's my daily doodle. I'm using up stickers And so I'm using these date covers. I don't use them every day, but that week I actually did. Another of Sissy Art Cafe printables. And every day looks different depending on how well I feel, how much I work. This was a Saturday, and so I didn't really do a lot. We spent a day at the beach, so I had a whole page for journaling, and then there was this awkward space left, and so I went through my ephemera box and found this, which I thought fitting because, well, it was an escape from the ordinary. We watched The Expanse, and if you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend the series. It's so good. I usually don't like space. I usually don't like alien life forms, stuff like that. This knocked it out of the park for me, and I was able to just disregard all my dislikings. Yeah, so sometimes when I film videos, when I rewatch it and I take notes of the things that I want to put into the description box, I do that right here on this. This was my weekly review. Put it here. There is some journaling down here. That's my to-do list. And then that was Monday. I didn't work that day, so I had lots of time. This is super... This is one of those pages that I'm not super happy with, but hey, if I don't try it and see how it turns out, I will never know that this is maybe I wouldn't want to repeat this kind of thing. That's fine. So it was Tuesday. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. So this was Monday, and then my son, the task for 14th and 15th was to create a thank you note. So this is what my son wrote. I tipped it right in here. And then another video description list, to-do list. There is journaling right here, more journaling here. And then this was yesterday. I haven't finished it yet. I don't really know what I'm going to add down here. But this is what it looks like for now, and this is what my day today looks like. And I'm on my first task. I'm working on my mid-month flip. This is what my pages look like throughout. Sometimes this is finished when I start the next day. Sometimes it's not. Depends on my mood and all of those things. And then I had my watercolors out the other day, and so I decided to add my work schedule for this week down here. And then this is how empty the rest of this is. I have added this already on here because I really like it here. It is printed on Tomoe River paper, so it's not really adding a lot of bulk. But I don't really care about bulk, as you can see. So I have this in here, but I really like the writing experience. And so why not use the Tomoe River paper that I have? I already have the September one right here. So I put it here because I had already planned ahead. We will see how these videos turn out to be, but sometimes I really like getting a bigger view of the picture, and so that's why there's already videos planned. I have a almost empty sticker sheet. So this was those labels, but I added it in here because I want to use them up. And then I had an alphabet sticker sheet that didn't really have lots left, so I formed some words and put them here so I can use them. There is a tracker back here, 2 trackers to be precise. I'm not using them right now. I don't know if I go get back to those, but they're here if I want to. And that's this. And this is the folder that I'm using for my Use It Up challenge for this month. I have the sticky note flags right here. I have 2 washi cards. This one I made for July. This one is from my stash. So I'm just going to hopefully try and use all of this. And then I added some pockets to the front and back. These are all the empty sticker sheets that I have already finished. I'm keeping them here to show you at the end of the month, and these are stickers that I'm still trying to use. I just found this today, this paper, so I'm really thinking of making another folder so that I can already put my August stuff in here. Not sure if this is something that I'm going to do then, swapping in and out. This is definitely something that appeals to me for August, so maybe September I will use this, and then for October I'll make another one. I don't know. I don't really have any more of those pockets, so I don't know how I would add those. But that's something that I worry about when I get to it. I found this one. This is from Coco Daisy as well. And I put it in here for now because as a today marker, for some reason, this doesn't work as I think because it's so big and dark and brown, and this works nicely and much better. And if I put it aside, it's not an A5 size, but just the smaller one. So as long as it works for me, I'm going to use it and see how it turns out. The other thing that I'm using is my sticker book from Michaels. It has all of my functional character stickers that I'm using. I'm using mostly this and this in here, and that's all I'm working with. And I have an array of different pens, fountain pens, what are those? Felt tip pens, gel pens, and then these. I have tried this water brush. I'm not a fan of water brushes, so I actually have a glass with 3 different brush sizes next to my desk, or actually the dining room table, because that's where I work on. And every time I use my watercolors, I fill the glass with water and use the real brushes, because I just like that a lot better. Yeah, if you by any chance have any questions about anything I showed you, leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Yeah, I hope to see you soon. Until then, bye.